we can proceed with our second part of our discussion, and here you can see that on exposure to air, sodium reacts vigorously with oxygen to form the whitish gray solid of the sodium oxide. Kwamba once we expose it to air, tunasema kwamba huyu sodium, as we know that the sodium is a very reactive element or the very reactive metal. Kwa hiyo nasema kwamba it react vigorously with oxygen. Maana kwamba reaction yake with oxygen itakuwa ni vigorous. To form the whitish gray solid of the sodium oxide. Kwa hiyo hapa tunaenda kuform this sodium oxide. Lakini reaction ni ile ile. Reaction ni ile ile. For instance, this is the reason why sodium is stored under the paraffin oil. My student, hili ni swali ambalo mostly it appear in the most of the examination. Utaona kwamba ni mtihani wa nje, wa ndani, lakini utaona hili swali huwa linapia sana. Anakuambia elezea ni kwa nini huyu sodium anaweza kuwa stored kwenye paraffin oil. So this is the main reason. Kwamba sodium anaweza kuwa stored kwenye this under the paraffin oil simply because once it is exposure to air, on the exposure to air, it reacts vigorously with oxygen. And what's happening, obviously we expect to form this whitish gray solid of the sodium oxide. Only that is the reason why the sodium it can be stored under the paraffin oil. So utaona kwamba hili swali linapia sana ni swali la kujieleza, and that is all about inorganic chemistry. Kwamba kwenye inorganic ni maswali tu ya kujieleza, hutokutana calculation ila kujieleza concept vidogo vidogo kama hivi. Na hili ni swali kabisa ambalo ni mitihani ya ndani ya NECTA, lipo hili. Kwa nini sodium inaweza kuwa stored kwenye paraffin oil? So you can note this. Note this, it will help you. So this is the reason. Kwa sababu when it's exposure to air, obvious it reacts vigorously with the oxygen, and therefore we are going to form there is the formation of the whitish gray solid of the sodium oxide. So anasema kwamba the sodium oxide can be also formed when it burn in a limited supply of oxygen. Umeona sodium ilivyo na unique features kwamba also if there is a limited supply of the oxygen. Tunajua kwamba oxygen inaweza ikawa katika excess level, lakini pia ikawa katika insufficiency ambapo kunakuwa na limitation of the supply of the oxygen. Sasa tunajua kwamba always wherever there is insufficient oxygen, combustion can't take place completely, kwa sababu we expect that in order for the combustion to occur completely lazima kuwe na sufficient oxygen. If there is insufficiency or limited supply of the oxygen, ina maana tunapata matokeo tofauti, kwa sababu combustion ita take place incompletely and not completely. Lakini tutakuja kuona maajabu ya sodium. Sasa sodium, even in the limited supply of the oxygen, therefore it burn. Anasema kwamba the sodium oxide can be also formed, kwamba yenyewe itaburn na matokeo tutayaona. Hata kama kuna limited supply of the oxygen. And this is the final reaction which can demonstrate this concept of the sodium. Toka tumeanza kumuona sodium kule. Kwa hiyo hii ndo final reaction ambayo unaweza demonstrate here. So as you see here, the sodium reacts to the oxygen gas, therefore we're going to form the sodium oxide. Hii ni normal oxide kabisa, tofauti na ile ya mwanzo ambayo tuliona iko kwenye nini, kwenye peroxide. So this is sodium oxide ambayo obviously it is observed in a white gray. It is observed as a white gray. Okay, so another element or another oxide ambayo tunaweza tukaidemonstrate hapa is all about the magnesium. Magnesium burn in air with a very brilliant white flame. Very brilliant white flame to form a white solid magnesium oxide. Kumbuka tunaongelea the method which is the direct method of preparing this oxide of metal. Ambapo tumeanza kuona kwamba in this direct method there is a direct reacting of the metal or metal compound with the what? With the oxygen. Kwa hiyo ndio maana tunaona hizi reaction ambazo zina involve reaction with oxygen, kwa sababu we are talking about the combustion We're talking about the heating of this metal or metal compounds, ambayo hizi zote zinaingia kwenye part ya nini, direct method of the preparing the metal oxide. Lengo letu ni kuprepare hizi product hizi ambazo zote zinakuwa generalized what, metal oxide compound. So kwa mfano kwenye magnesium, the same you can see here. Obviously we expect to form the sodium magnesium oxide, ambayo hii hapa itakuwa ni white, lakini flame yake also itakuwa observed as a brilliant white flame. So this is the reaction which can demonstrate this direct reaction between magnesium, ambayo hii ni metal, with the oxygen gas. So magnesium reacts with oxygen to get this magnesium oxide. Kwa hiyo utaona kwamba hii ni combustion reaction, na reaction imeoccur just the direct reaction of magnesium and oxygen. Okay, another metal or another element is all about calcium. Nasema kwamba calcium burns with a red flame in air. Kila element au kila metal inakuwa na sifa yake. Utakavyoona sodium ina flame ya namna fulani, ni tofauti na flame itakayokuwa observed kwa magnesium. The same ni tofauti kwa flame itakuwa observed kwa calcium. Kwa hiyo utaona hapa calcium yeye ana burn with the red flame, tofauti na wenzake. It burn with the red flame in air to form a white solid calcium oxide. So another is aluminium. Another is aluminium, iron and copper. These are another metals. Anasema kwamba aluminium, iron and copper also burn in air to form the oxide as shown below. Sasa tuone reaction zake in general. Kwa hiyo utakapokuwa unaongelea hii direct method, these are the examples. Zote hizi ni mifano ambazo zina involve direct technique to ensure that it leads to the formation of the oxide of metals. For instance, you can see the calcium oxide plus oxygen. This is the product ambayo tunaenda kupata calcium oxide. Lakini pia aluminium plus oxygen gas, tunaenda kupata aluminium oxide. The iron plus oxygen gas, lakini hii hapa ina involve katika hydration. Kunakuwa na water molecule kwa sababu tunaenda kuform hydrated iron 3 oxide. Tunaenda kuform hydrated iron 3 oxide, kwa hiyo kunakuwa na hii water molecule here. Lakini pia we have the copper. Copper plus oxygen gas, this is direct reaction, tunaenda kupata the copper oxide. So these are the product, or this is how the metal oxide can be prepared by using the direct method. So I hope it is clear for you. Ukiulizwa kudescribe the direct technique of preparing metal oxide with the example, hizi ndo examples za kuweka na hizo nyingine ambazo tumeziona za elementi tofauti za sodium, the potassium and so forth. Anasema kwamba the metal oxide can also be formed when metal compound react with oxygen at very high temperature. Lakini pia kuna hii condition. Kumbuka kule tulikuwa tunaongelea just tu ki-expose kwenye air. Lakini sasa kuna condition nyingine anasema kwamba hizi metal oxide pia zinaweza kuwa formed wakati hii metal compound ita-react with oxygen at very very high temperature. Maana kuna kuwa na issue ya nini? Ya temperature, factor ya temperature, kwamba iwe ni kubwa zaidi ili facilitate ile reaction ku take place. For instance, sulfide of lead and zinc, for example, are usually oxidized when heated with oxygen at a high temperature to form metal oxide and sulfur dioxide. Kwa mfano hizi utaona ni sulfide of lead. Kwa mfano hii itaenda kule kwenye acidic oxide. Acidic oxide. Kwa mfano hizo tulizoona mwanzoni just zinapokuwa tu na normal air, tumeona zile zote zinaingia kwenye basic oxide, lakini hii inaenda kwenye acidic oxide. Kwa hiyo utaona kwamba pia inaleta sifa tofauti, lakini zote ni nini? Ni metal oxide. Hasa anasema kwamba kukiwa na hii high temperature it tend to form the metal oxide. Sasa lengo letu ni kuprepare nini? Hii metal oxide. Lakini hapa kutakuwa na formation of another product, for instance the sulfur dioxide gas. Lakini our main task, our main purpose is to prepare the metal oxide. As long as to may prepare here, no problem. So it can be a method or one way means of preparing the metal oxide. For instance, this one, This is the lead sulfide, as you see, plus oxygen gas. We're going to form the lead oxide and this sulfur dioxide gas. Lakini as long as we prepare this, we can take it as another way to prepare the metal oxide. But also we have zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide plus this oxygen gas. Lakini hapa kumbuka kuna kigezo. Kigezo cha hapa ni kwamba kunakuwa very high high temperature is where we can able to prepare this oxide. Kwa mfano hii ni zinc oxide. So hapa achana na hii gas ambayo inakuwa produce sulfur dioxide gas. We are considering the formation of the metal oxide compound. So here tunazo hizi metal oxide. So this is another way we can prepare the metal oxide in a direct way kwa kuchukua reaction of this metal sulfide compound with the oxygen gas, lakini katika condition ya nini? Very high temperature. So my student, after saying so, I would like to say this marks the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for watching our Media Educare TZ. Bye bye. I wish you a nice moment.